Okay, so today's pizza is going to start out with a bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. That's like a little over a tablespoon. And then we're going to get the dough into it and punch it out a bit. And then we'll cover it and let it set. And we'll keep coming back to it to do that with our fingertips until it's completely spread to the entire pan. Okay, so my dough is in the pan and just gonna get a little bit of oil on my fingertips and I'm just gonna press it out. Okay, so now I'm gonna cover it and I'm gonna let it rest for a while and we'll come back and do it again. And we're gonna keep repeating that until it covers the entire pan. Okay, so it's sat for a while, so I'm gonna do that process again. Okay, we're gonna let it sit again for a bit. Okay, so we've got the oil, the dough, the barbecue sauce, the rotisserie chicken, a drizzling of the ranch dressing, some cheese, and then I've added the Parmesan cheese to the top. This is going to go into a 500-degree oven on the lowest rack it can go. Okay, so this was in the oven for almost 20 minutes. You really just have to work with your oven and watch it and take it out when you like it. And we know how we like it. I make it every week, so I'm used to my dough and how fast my dough cooks. And if you are making other dough or bought dough, it's gonna take a different amount of time. So yeah, just really have to keep an eye on it. So we're just gonna let it sit here for a moment and let it settle down. And then I'm going to loosen it with a spatula and get it out onto the cutting board. Okay, so it's sat here for just a minute or so. I'm just gonna take this plastic, it's a fish turner, I believe, and I just loosen the edge and I just go all the way around the outside to make sure that it's not stuck. And then I'm just going to go ahead and get my spatulas underneath it. And then I'm gonna make sure it's loosened. And then I'm gonna get it out onto the board to cool. And you really just need to let it cool before you cut it, because it's like anything else, when it's hot, it's gonna run all over and it needs to sit. Okay, so it's cooled down a bit and I'm gonna cut it. If you don't let it cool enough, all the cheese and everything's gonna slide off when you try and do this. It's still maybe a little too hot. All right, so it's cut. I'm just gonna let it sit for just a minute or so more, just to get it to toughen up a bit before I start picking it up. Okay, so it's cooled down a little bit and I'm gonna start transferring it over to this pizza box that I have, because we deliver pizza to our aunt on Saturday nights. Okay, so here's the boxes that I ordered off of Amazon, and they've got like a little carrying thing. It's got a divider in it where you can stack two if you wanted to like keep them in the fridge, but we usually don't. We usually just use these for taking it to our aunt. So she's got a nice barbecue chicken, ranch, and caramelized onion pizza for tonight, and some dessert as well that I made, some peanut butter bars. So anyway, that's this week's pizza. Hope you enjoy.